Hey guys, it's Jessie and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all the books I want to read before the end of the year, which is basically just a nicer way of saying my December TBR. But I do these every month, so I don't really have much else to say, so we're just going to get straight into it. So this month I have some Christmas books on the cards. I want to read a few Christmassy books. So firstly we have one on my phone, which is going to be Love Light Farms. That one's like meant to be like a small town cute Christmassy romance. I think it's Christmas Tree Farm, like it's a setting, and I believe it's fake dating friends to lovers. I'm not too sure, but it sounds really good, so it sounds right up my street. And then we've got 3 other Christmas books that I have not read yet. I'm filming this a couple days into December, so I have already read one book, but I'm just not going to be including that. And these can be obviously for reading Christmas books video. So firstly we've got 8 Perfect Hours, which I talked about in my Christmas book shopping video. I believe this is where they spend 8 hours together stuck in a snowstorm, and then they don't think they're going to see each other again, but then obviously they become like entangled or something. Sounds quite fun. Then we've got A Killer in the Snow, which is basically a classic murder mystery crime book, just set around Christmas. And finally for the Christmas ones we've got The Christmas Wedding Guest, and I believe this follows 2 sisters. One is her first love and another one is like someone who just doesn't want a relationship, but then she obviously finds someone. So that's those ones. And then I want to also do a reading Japanese books video for a week, because I've been really loving translated books at the moment. So I've got 4 books that I want to read for that video. So the first one is a library book, and that is Breasts and Eggs. I've heard really good things about this. I believe this follows 3 girls. One of them is kind of struggling with aging, and I believe she wants a boob job, and then the other one is like her sister or daughter, I believe, who's just stopped speaking, and then another character who is just like, they're kind of like confronting their relationship or whatever. I think this is basically just a book about womanhood type of thing. It's pretty thick. Normally the Japanese books that I've read before have been quite thin, like Earthlings, Convenience Store Woman, The Woman in the Purple Skirt, and yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I think it should be quite interesting, and heard a lot about it and was very excited to see it in the library, because then I can get it for free. And then next we have The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This sounds so good. It's basically, I believe, a magical realism book. I don't know if that's what it's called. 7 people wake up in their bedroom to find mirrors shining, and they can basically go through the mirror to meet a girl named the Wolf Queen. And I believe they all have one thing in common, and they have to leave by 5 o'clock, and they have to like hunt for a key or something. I'm really not sure, but it sounds really good and I've heard good things, so I'm very excited. It's also a very floppy book. I don't know why I quite like that, but yeah, very excited for this one. So I can't wait to give this one a go. I'm very excited for that video. Then we've got She and Her Cat, which I've heard mixed things about, but I just thought this cover was so cute. It's a little hardback, and I just thought it looked stunning. So this is basically, I believe, 4 short stories told by the perspective of the cats. I'm very sad because this got a little bit bent when I was bringing it back from Nottingham where I bought it, and I believe it follows, it says, a cat named Chobi sends silent messages of courage to a young woman willing her to end a faltering relationship. A gifted artist faithfully understands her boss's enthusiasm for her paintings. A manga fan shuts herself away after the death of a friend, while her cat Cookie hatches a plan to lure her outside. A woman who has dedicated her life to a distant husband learns a lesson in independence from her cat. So 4 short stories about women and their cats, so I'm quite excited. I think this will be quite cute. I love a short story book, and I think it will be very fun. So obviously I will also be reading that for the video. And then lastly we have Weasels in the Attic, which I had never seen before, but I saw it on a display in Waterstones, and then the woman that was like working there recommended it, and I thought, you know, I love my Japanese fiction, I love my weird books, and this seems like that. So yeah, very short one, this one, but again we'll be reading that for the video, and probably will start reading this very soon, to be honest. Then I want to finish basically some of the books I've started this year. So I've got one on my phone, and that is Redeemed by Lauren Asher. It's the 4th book in the Dirty Air series, the final book. I've been trying for so long to get through this, but I don't know why I just can't. I believe I'm about 50% of the way through, so hopefully should get a bit further through that and finish it. I really just don't want to go into the new year with like books that I haven't finished. That's the thing. And then speaking of books I haven't finished, that's my next little mini section, and that is these 3 books here. So firstly we've got A Flicker in the Dark. I'm only a couple of pages into this, but I've marked it as started on my Goodreads, so I really want to get into it. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm literally only up to this little marking here. I do fold down my pages, sorry. But yeah, I'm about 4% into this, and I do think it seems good, so I do want to give it a go, and definitely want to finish that this year. Then we've got Restore Me, which is the next book in the Shatter Me series. I'm finding this one a little bit slower than the others that I've read. I believe I've read 3 of the other books so far, including as well as the 2 novellas, and I'm about this far through, so not very much through at all, probably about 10-20%. So yeah, really want to finish this one by the end of the year. After I film my videos, this will probably be my next focus one. And then finally we've got How to Kill Your Family, which is not a bad book. I just get bored with it is the issue. I've been reading this for a good few months now, maybe like 4 or 5 months, and I'm just over halfway through, and it's fine, it just doesn't pick up, that's the thing, and it's just getting a little bit boring. So I do want to finish those 4 books, hopefully before the end of the year, just because it's getting a bit tedious of having the same books on the go, and I really want to start the new year afresh. And then finally I've just got 2 other kind of books that don't really fit into any categories. These are the only books I'm reading for videos or I've already started. Firstly we've got Night Bitch, which I believe is about a woman who turns into a werewolf or a cannibal or something like that. I picked this up recently and I've been wanting it for a while. I think it sounds just like what I like, kind of like unhinged female characters. Probably one of my favourite types of genres. It says feral and unholy, which is very interesting. So yeah, very excited for this one. Again, a short one, so definitely should finish this one by the end of the year because this is definitely high on my priority list. And then finally we have Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson, and this is also a library book, and I've heard really good things about it. Again, very short, so definitely should get around to this one. But yeah, heard good things about that. I'm very excited about it. So yeah, I breezed through this because I don't have much space left on my SD card, and I don't want to like have to refilm this or film different parts at different times. I wanted to get it all through in one go. So we have 13 books this month. I read 14 last month, and I'm planning loads of different reading type of videos so for the next month. So I think I definitely should get through these, if not more, fingers crossed, but I just don't want to set too high of a TBR, and I don't know what videos I'll film after I do these ones, so I don't want to narrow myself too much. But yeah, these are all of the books that I'm planning on hopefully, oh, one's fallen, lovely. These are all the books that I'm hopefully planning on reading this month. It looks like a lot, but we've got some really varying lengths here. Some are really big and some are absolutely tiny, which I always find quite satisfying to look at. So yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to watch my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a load links up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!